Hey y'all, I figured I'd do a quick video real fast talking about who I am, more in depth. So, I am Blake, I am 15, believe it or not, turning 16 March 4th. A lot of people, CP, Montevello, Mr. Subaru, Andrew the Mechanic, go check all them out, but there's plenty of more. But they kind of was blown away, I'm 15, and they kind of know some insight on stuff. So, anyways, I've been at this stuff since I was about 9 or 10, I started actually working on stuff, believe it or not. Grew up with my uncle. He was a huge part of my life, helped raise me. He worked at a shop for about 15 years. I went there actually starting to work since I went there, but I actually started doing stuff on my own when I was about 10 or 11. Believe it or not, I know that's young, but started helping him out with some oil changes. He'd have me do some oil changes, the boss would, but my uncle would have me do some oil changes. And then I'd help him with some stuff like whatever tool he needed. Uh, he needed help with brakes. I did tire rotations all the time, changed tires after a while, and then I was about 12 to 13, and I started helping out on brakes, oil changes, suspension, tires, rotations. Helped the alignment guy. He was also the front end guy. Helped my uncle bulletproof 6-liter, power stroke, stuff like that, and I don't know. Ever since then, I've just been kind of at it, and I was 12. I've always been on building motors and stuff, but I actually got hands-on with our family friend. I already built a small block Chevrolet by myself. I've seen him do it multiple times, but built a small block Chevy. I know that ain't nothing impressive, but for a 12-year-old, that was awesome. And that is because, I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but a lot of people nowadays are just away from that kind of stuff. They're simple, but I've just been blessed to be around it, and I built that small block Chevy. It was a Vortec. It was a 96, if I believe. Yeah, 96 was a start. No, it might have been a 98. I can't remember what it was out of, but my buddy traded a van for it, an 80s GM van for it. But he wanted it for his 86, early 86 square body, so it didn't have TBI. That actually had a high output, 350 in it, believe it or not, because it got interchanged in 86, because if I remember right, they had a problem when they put, what was it, flat tappet cams in those with no zinc in the oil or anything, and they did something aluminum. I can't remember, but they had a problem with them cam failures, stuff like that, and I guess they might have had one laying around, or they ordered a different one, but they put a output 350 in it. That thing was toast. So we got that Vortec heads, Hypernetic Speed Pro pistons, them cheap ones from Summit. Do not get those. Them things suck. I don't know if they fixed it, but they had piston failure. We found that out. Good oil pressure, was running great, everything, and it randomly just showed a piston. Valve didn't drop nothing. Piston rings didn't catch, I don't think. Nothing. It was just running great down the highway, and we pulled it apart, and the whole top of the piston was apart, but the piston skirt was completely snapped, cracked all the way around and everything, but did that. Then I helped out with my brother-in-law and my family friend. When I was about 13, we got into rebuilding transmissions twice on a 6L80E out of my brother-in-law's 2013 Silverado. I did the last rebuild on it. He helped me, but I got to do most of it. 700 R4 Turbo 400. I mean, those are simple, really. As long as you get the clutch packs, the seals in, clutch packs aligned, get them in all the way, check them, make sure they actually compress, stuff like that. And as long as you got everything lined up, got the right tools, it's actually pretty simple on them Turbo 400s and 700 R4s. But then I've helped out. I've done my own thing, flipping cars. Actually started with 2 Suburbans that were, one needed a transmission, but it was 95. Those are 1 year only in them transmissions because the D-link cable, I think, and the kickdown cable from the throttle body from the intake area. But anyways, did away with that. I got it for free, needed a transmission, so traded that and a 99, I think, still the 90s body style, that gold one that was on my channel on them earlier videos. Bent the frame, had a bent frame, traded that for a stupid clean. I still have it. I know it's a 2000 Civic, it's a Honda Civic, but this thing was like a granny car. 5-speed manual, all white, perfect interior, no rust on that car. It needs a little bit of touch-up paint on the bumpers, but 100,000 miles, original motor, everything. Car runs like a top. You go out there, fire it right up. No problems with that thing at all. It is immaculate. So I'm probably going to sell that and do whatever, put money into this, because I have a daily driver. It's a 2003 Silverado y'all see soon. So yeah, that and this thing, as y'all have seen. I know it's been tore apart. Y'all are probably thinking this kid don't know what he's doing. I've been around it. I've done it. It's pretty simple. Just don't mess up your wiring and stuff. You just know what you're doing. And I know, experience. Some of y'all still ain't gonna think, but I understand though. You're a kid. Everyone looks at a kid, thinks they're all the same. But that thing, really, as long as you pay attention, you're careful, you're patient, you go through everything, take pictures, whatever you got to do to make sure everything goes back in the right order. It's honestly pretty simple. Yeah, this thing, gonna take the cab off, got it completely disassembled. Gonna pull the cab off, take it to my dad's. We're gonna sandblast it. I'm gonna do the whole front cab mounts. These are bad. Cab support mounts are bad about that in these 70s Fords. Part of the firewall and around the where your steering column bolts onto the firewall, that's completely rotted out through there. Cab corners, supports underneath the joists, them things are completely rotted through. Floor's rotted. Just do the underside of this cab. I'm gonna brace up. Obviously the walls on here, kick panels need redone. Then up here, I can show y'all. No, it's a mess, but I ain't got a shop, so I gotta deal with what I have. Y'all can't see it. I'll show y'all tomorrow or get some better light. Give me a second. Shine some light on the situation here. These right here on these Fords, I don't know if y'all can see them very well, but these are terrible. These things will sit there and spin. These are what hold your inner fender wells and everything up. Your mount right there that goes on. But anyways, you think you should just be able to get back there from the firewall, but you can't. It's plated off back here behind the dash. So either I'm going to have to cut that out, or I'm going to have to get up underneath this column right here and somehow hold them when I go to put everything back together. Or I may try to get it as lined as I can. Go in there, if I can, tack them down here, grind it down. Or I may just have to cut this out and get a new piece. But I've seen people do that on a Facebook forum. But yeah. Got a 460 big block, or no. That's what I'm wanting to do. I have a 360, bad cam bearings. It's torn apart, bad pistons, bunch of stuff is crap on it, but them FEs, as y'all probably know, or I don't know, many people don't know them anymore, but Montevello, CP, all y'all know them, but they are stupid expensive, and parts for them things are hard to find parts for. The 332s, I can't remember if they were Y blocker, I thought it was a Ford truck. The FT, same engine platform as a FE. Can't remember, but anywhere from the FE series, not the FT, even though they're the same engine and everything. 352 to 427, I believe. They're from the 70s Fords, late 60s, early 70s, late 70s Fords. And Galaxies. Police interceptors, no. 428 also, because 428 police interceptors. Buddy, he had them. He used to take cams out of a 428 police interceptor. Put in a 390, but that's a different story. But I may just put a 460 in it. Get a decent used 460, pull it apart, put new rings, bearings. Decent cam, just a torque cam, nothing stupid, just a torque cam. Double roller timing chain, stuff like that, just simple on intake, good carb. But just to get it back on the road and may get a new style trans for it. May go ahead and have that built because I want to get this thing completely restored, but I have a feeling I'm also going to be pulling some things, so may as well. So that and my dad and I gotta hurry up here, but my dad and I, my father, we've kind of been iffy since I was little, but we're getting back now, so we're getting close again, so that's nice. My uncle bought a 79 K5 Blazer, brand new, I believe, or used in like 79, so I mean, the people didn't have it long at all. But it has a 350 double hump heads, 454 lift cam by 450